Hey, how's it going? If you like the awesome background music, it's a cover from my buddy Cover for Days. Link to his YouTube channel will be in the description. But let's talk about something awesome, like Allmight, the symbol of peace, Toshinori Yagi. So like the title and thumbnail suggest, or say, the video will be about how awesome Allmight is. What that means, I'll be talking about his cool names to his punches inspired by America, some of his great character moments and his strength feats, and just how awesome Allmight is. This is for 4th of July, so happy 4th of July everyone. I'm Lamont, and let's get right into it, starting with his first appearance, where he literally... No. Probably. Those aliens must have snuck into my editing room, but I was going to say his opening, he leaps tall buildings in a single bound, similar to another hero who's quite a Superman. With that, he's still awesome at admitting when he lost faith in himself. Young Midoriya motivated him to dig down deep and save Kacchan. Afterwards, leaping tall reporters, he finds Midoriya telling the main character something he's waited all his life to hear, and that was,
"You can become a hero."
So, within this character's first introduction, you see how almighty he is, how popular he is, he's the #1 hero. You see the kind of person he is, which is kind. Yeah, he's a pretty great character, but we're not done yet. There's still things to go through, like him literally canceling someone's quirk like he's a racerhead by beating the shock absorption or nullification, whichever you've seen first, ending it with a motto like he's Lil Wayne or something, with Allmight saying,
"These words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond! Plus!
That was so good. That was really so good. I watched that scene like I'm Kid Deku, but let's not forget Toshinori can only do hero work for 3 hours and still remain the #1 hero for 5 years over people like Endeavor, Best Genius, or even Eraserhead, who could all do hero work pretty much all day. I know it's a popularity poll, but still, think about it. All it took was 3 hours and he's still the #1 hero. So yeah, the sports festival, Toshinori told young Midoriya to announce himself as the symbol of peace. Keep in mind, Allmight had no plans of retiring yet or anything like that, yet he's still willing to put his pride aside for the next generation and give his power in a good way, unlike some heroes who are redeeming themselves though. Again, he's showing how awesome of a character he is. Can we talk about this Superman's strength? He flattened a whole entire city blocks with just the force of one punch. To shatter one rock that's 1 foot by 1 foot or about 2 to 3 pounds, you need almost 8 million joules of energy. In terms of relativity, a grenade is only 250,000 joules of energy. A quick math thing to figure out how many joules it takes to destroy one building. By knowing My Hero Academia takes place close by Tokyo, the average building height is about 50 feet. They're making one brick 1 foot by 1 foot. That means just the force of Allmight's punch is like he's punching with the force of almost 2,500 grenades. Now, I'm making my own variables here, so I'm not exact with his strengths, but I forgot to add he was wearing weighted wrist and ankle bands, so it is definitely possible for him to punch harder. Isn't that awesome? He also makes young boys eat his hair. That was one time and we don't talk about that. Those aliens must have broken again. They're getting close to a close encounter with something. But anyway, Toshinori is also a speedster. In the Seth the Programmer's video, he also says Allmight can move at 4% the speed of light, meaning he can run around the world in seconds. But since he's moving that fast, he could have air particles building up on his chest, and when they got too big, could actually fall off, leaving miniature bombs behind him. So I guess that's why he jumps everywhere, or leaps. Let's cut to Allmight versus All For One, who has multiple quirks and still couldn't beat Allmight. In fact, Toshi coming close to killing his arch nemesis in their first fight, but failing in the end. Not so awesome. But a weakened Allmight, who could barely stay in his almighty form, beats someone with multiple quirks. Ones that can heal him, ones that can make him stronger, ones that can blast away buildings. Yeah, Small Might with Ambers of All For One beat someone with a copy of his, beat All For One with his actual main, not copycatted quirk. Then after the fight was over, you could see the sadness in the #1 hero's eyes after saying, "You're next." Cause Allmight knows Deku's going to be the one that has to take down All For One, which I can understand cause it's one of those moments when you say, I wouldn't wish it on nobody, let alone your successor. But that's what Deku signed up for. Before I get to the last thing, I just have to say 2 of the best punches from Allmight are Detroit Smash from the 2nd episode of season 1 because it caused it to rain, which if you didn't know, clouds are really really heavy, like 500,000 pounds heavy. So yeah. And the second one is the United States smash, because it made a tornado, which is pretty awesome. But the best moment, or the most awesome-tacular moment from Allmight to me, is when he goes to Deku's house to get Izuku to stay at UA and to get him to stay at the campus. Toshinori Yagi does a dojinza, which is a bow that in ancient times means you're giving someone permission to end your life. Or it's the most deepest, sincere apology you can do, because it means you disregard your dignity. The #1 hero who just saved all the kids at USJ, the same hero who just saved the city from All for One, the same one that I just listed all his feats, or some of his feats, is throwing away his dignity for Midoriya, and in a sense saving many lives to train Deku. That right there, that's commendable. That's a tip your hat off to. That's a great character moment. That's something that you just don't see in anime or in just life in general, and that's why he's my favorite character in My Hero Academia, and maybe top 3 in all of anime. Through the whole story, he's been amazing, well written, just all around a awesome character. And I hope one day we get a prequel storyline for him and not just flashbacks or just one-shots, because he's an amazing character. I made this video because I missed his birthday, and I like this more because he's very Americanized. His suit is definitely DC or Marvel inspired. It's also red, white, and blue with some yellow. All his attacks are USA states, and his strongest attack is United States Smash. I know it's been a rough year in America, and I know it can be very difficult to try to find good reasons to be an American, but still, guys, I'm still glad to be an American, and I hope you are too. If I had to rank his awesomeness on a scale, it's unscalable, or awesome centillion-tacular. It breaks my scouter. But happy 4th of July. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Have a plus ultra day, and if this made you smile, Detroit smash the like. And on that note, it's about time for me to New Hampshire smash out of here.